Well, it's a new washing machine. Whew. I was just fixing to order a drain, and I thought, that's stupid. Let me go see how big my drain is. So it came with this little cap right here, this little cap. But when I took it off, my old drain fitted. So got my water drain on there. I just went out and took this water line off of mine. And even though the mobile home has hot and water, I never use hot water. So I bought a cap a long time ago and took it off my other one, put it on the hot side. And I'm going to put this one on the cold side. And then I'll tighten it up with my pliers. And then I'm gonna drag it. That's pretty tight. I'll do it a little bit tighter. It's hard to do one-handed. I wanna get everybody, let's see if I can sit this even halfway. Nope. Wonder what y'all can see because you're stuck under my neck. My neck is holding you. Alright, that's pretty tight. I don't know if y'all could see that or not, but I was able to get it. Oh, I'm just sort of all over the place. So this morning I got up early, went and got blood work done. Tomorrow's my doctor's appointment. I'm hoping, because I meant to go Thursday or Friday, so I knew that my blood work would be in by the time I had my doctor's appointment. But as it worked out, I didn't go the weekend. I mean, before the weekend. So I went this morning. Now the Quest blood work place is in my doctor's office. We have one in the doctor's office. Like when you walk into the lounge, there's a couple of doors, and then one of those doors before you get up to the front where you sign in is a Quest. So I'm hoping, because it's right there on site, maybe by tomorrow at 10 o'clock when I have my doctor's appointment, they'll have everything in so they can see if I need any different meds, or I can come off of some meds, or I might ask them for some meds. I don't know. Anyway, this came. It was a little bit of a fiasco. Steph called me. She was in Cleveland. And she said Home Depot was at her house. They have the ring front door thing. But they were supposed to have called her 30 minutes before they got here, so she would be home. And they didn't. Well, the man, and I forgot to tell Steph this because she told me a couple of times, it makes me a little angry they didn't call. But he told me he kept trying her number, but it kept ringing one time and then shutting down. Well, see, I was trying to call because she said her back door was unlocked, but the back door wasn't unlocked. So I go around to the garage and I'm putting in a code that I think is Buddy's code, and it turned out to be a code to something else. So it wouldn't open the garage door, and they're standing there. And I said, okay, that's when I said, I'm trying to call her, but it's just ringing and then hanging up. And he goes, oh, it was doing that to us too. Would never go through. Then he talked about how many people live in this neighborhood across the street. They think that the service out here would be better. And I said, no, it's not any better. So I finally got Buddy. He told me the correct code. I got into the garage. They wheeled it in, and then they got it into the house. So, they're supposed to install it. It's just a freezer, a stand-up freezer. It wouldn't go through her pantry doors. And I'm sure this is their job, but all they had to do was take the door off. It was only like an inch and a half too wide with the door on there. Without the door, it slid right through into her little pantry. So me and her did that ourselves when she finally got home. But in the meantime, while they were trying to get it off the truck and everything, he asked me where an address was, and I said, it's right here too. So my washing machine got delivered, and it's here, and I told them just leave it and I'll put it in, because I was running back and forth in my mind after I moved. After I explained to y'all how I had to move my washer to the back porch because of it leaking, the drum leaking. I ran back and forth in my mind about getting a stackable, because it honestly was so nice having all that room beside the dryer. I was able to roll the vacuum in there, and the trash can was in there, and it was all tucked, you know, into the up in that little cubby where the washer would go, and it seemed really nice. But in the end, I just went ahead and went with a regular washing machine, and it's gonna go in there. I'm fixing to drag it in there right now, and when I get it in, I'll show y'all. I'm gonna drag it through this house and get it in there in a minute. All the guys are at work today. You know, it's the middle of the day, everybody's working, so I'm not gonna bother anybody. And I dragged my old washing machine to the back porch, so I'm pretty sure I can drag another one to the laundry room. So I'll show y'all after I get it in. I'll be back in just a second. All right, ignore everything up against that back door, because I've got to revamp some stuff. Because seriously, when I moved the old washer out on the back porch, that whole section right there became storage. I had a cabinet sitting there. The trash can fit up in that little nook. The vacuum would roll up in that nook. It stored the toilet paper. You know, it was just, anyway, so now I've got the washing machine back in here, and if you can hear it, it's washing. I did a small load just to get used to it, and I'm going to figure out what to do here, because when the washer was not there, all that stuff was sort of down there at that end, and now it's over here. And it could stay there. You know what? Truth is, this stuff needs to be in a bedroom. It needs to be in a closet. And I'm lazy sometimes. I get so wrapped up with this. I just, you know, doing laundry and getting it hung up so it's not wrinkled is a good day for me. So getting it to the rooms, I need to start doing that so I don't have clothes just hanging here constantly. But I'd have to reach back in here and fiddle the knobs. At least I know what knobs I'm looking for, and I don't even have to look. But, and earlier I was saying something about going out and getting my old drain, and at first I was going to look up Amazon and just get one that'll be delivered tomorrow, and it had a drain in it. When I opened the lid, I had to untape the lid and everything and get the styrofoam. There was a thing in it that would keep it from shaking, the styrofoam. I took that out, and there in the bottom was the drain line, so I didn't have to worry about that, so that's good. So I got a small load going, and I'm not used to these newer washing machines. I'm used to, like, my old one was, you know, my old one was just cold or hot or mix. I could do cold, hot, or mix. I had, some of these were the same, you know, like delicates. I think it was like delicates and lights and heavy. Maybe there was a medium. I don't really remember. I know there was 2 rinses. For some reason, my old one had a rinse where you could rinse twice. And then the water fill was just low, medium, and high. And it didn't have that lock, the lid lock on it. And because lots of times I'd be in the middle of a load, is like going for a few minutes, and then I'd find something in Levi's room on the floor, you know, shorts and a shirt or something, and I'd bring it in, just raise the lid. But I think, yeah, the lid is locked on this one now. The washing has started, it's locked. Therefore, I don't really know how to, I guess you don't add midway. If you do add midway, you must have to stop and start over. I don't know. I'll have to read the directions. But I've got me a washing machine now in the house again. That's good. I clear out that part on my back porch where that washer's been. I'll clean all that up. Revamp a little bit on my back porch in that kitchen area. And we're good to go. So I just got to get this room put back together and find some more storage for stuff. And this dryer is old as the hill. But it's still kicking. Look at that. from our COVID shot. Levi must have stuck that on there. That's what they covered. They covered our arms with that. And then the needle went through that little cover. That's funny. He stuck that on there. It's sort of embarrassing too. But he did it. He had to done it. I didn't do it. Unless he bent over to get something and it came off his arm and stuck. It stuck good too. Well, that's me. I'm going to leave it there. Just the memory of he stuck that on a dryer. I don't know how y'all got your COVID shots, but that's how they did ours. They cleaned our arm with the alcohol pad, and then they put that right there on the same spot. And then there's this little, real thin membrane right there that they put the needle through. So you never had to get like a Band-Aid afterwards. All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed day. Praise God, I got a washer in the house. No more leaking washing machine. All right, God bless y'all.